Okay, here's the thing. Over the years, Apple has quietly loaded its mail app with very impressive features, arguably making it the best email app for your Mac. For starters, I've just found out recently that you can drag any file onto the mail app icon to directly attach it to a new email. What's more, you can schedule that email to go out early next morning, say 6 a.m., pretending you're the first one up at work. Just be ready for any surprisingly early callbacks. And for those emails you need to get back to later, why not use some color to make them easier to spot? But how did you get that color wheel into your toolbar, you might ask? Great question, glad you asked. So to answer that, let's get 6 quick ways to customize your mail app out of the way. Back to the top, if we right-click the toolbar and pick Customize Toolbar, we can drag out any features we don't need. Plus, what's even more exciting, drag in a few new features like, here it is, the color wheel, or a mark as read and unread button, or the very useful Add to Contacts option, which lets you throw a sender into your Contacts app with just one click. And you might have guessed it, the toolbar in the new email window is customizable as well. And quite frankly, it's even more useful there. We can add options to create a checklist, quickly change the font size, or append an email. We'll get to what that last feature can do in just a bit, but before, let's dig a bit deeper into the mail settings under viewing, where we can choose to make each email's preview either very compact by only showing the sender and subject, or opt for a roomier view with up to 5 email preview lines. But wait, there's more. Right here in the View menu, for even more preview space, we can switch on the bottom preview. Very niche, but you might find that layout better than the one on the side. And there have been times where I had to skim through hundreds of emails at once to clean up my inbox, and switching to the column layout proved to be a real time saver. It's the most compact, old-school looking view you can get, but it means we can scan through dozens of emails at a glance. And I like this last one. Activate the tab bar and you can use your mail app just like any web browser with multiple tabs open. The point being, when working on a small MacBook screen, tabs are often much easier to deal with than hundreds of windows. Now, customization is fun, but it's more or less common in any email app. So, let's dive into the 4 features making Apple Mail truly special, and if you know about all of them, you're certainly taking the email game to the moon. For starters, I don't use 1, 2, or 3 email addresses, I use over 200. Not that I want to flex, because you can do so too with the Hide My Email feature built right into Apple Mail. It's simple. If you're an iCloud user, you can generate unlimited random email addresses either with autofill while signing up to a website or newsletter through the iCloud settings, or by selecting the sender field in a new email. I basically use a new email address for every single sign up I make, and that's really because of 2 huge benefits. 1, your actual email address stays private, and 2, because you can simply cut off any future emails from someone by completely deleting your random email address. Real lifesaver when you're still haunted by ads from a shop where you placed one order 3 years ago. Can't even remember that one. This next one's really important, the Protect Mail Activity option in the privacy settings. Believe it or not, simply opening an email can expose exactly when and how often you've opened that email, your rough location, and much more. So activating this privacy feature should, in theory, stop this from happening. Now, you know how I said Apple Mail is the best email app for your Mac? Well, that's largely thanks to how well it works with all the other stuff on your Mac. Let me show you. If we save an attachment from an incoming email, we get this mail icon right next to the document in the Finder, meaning we can get to the corresponding email anytime with one click. But that's not all. Dragging an email into reminders creates a new reminder with the subject of that email, plus another email button to directly open the message. And the exact same thing works in Apple Notes. The point being, the Mail app is, surprise, designed to blend in perfectly with macOS as a whole, as if it's designed by Apple themselves. Oh, and before I forget, of course, this also includes easily finding emails using Spotlight Search. with a small twist. Type in one or more keywords, but then add kind:*email. And Spotlight Search will filter only for emails with that specific keyword. And if you hit the spacebar, you can preview the content of any found email without even opening the Mail app. Okay, that was a lot to take in, so let us pick up the speed again and dive into some very quick but hidden mail hacks, and I have a feeling you'll enjoy those. You can use your trackpad or magic mouse to swipe an email to the left or right for some quick actions, just like on iPhone, including the Remind Me feature, pinning the selected email to the top of your inbox, plus sending you another notification when you've got time to get back to it. And you might have missed this one. Instead of using websites like WeTransfer, send your bigger files with MailDrop. It works with any file up to 5 gigs, and the recipient gets 30 days to download it. Plus, it's completely free and doesn't count against your iCloud storage. Back to the append button we've talked about earlier. We can use it to attach any currently selected email in our inbox to our draft. And everyone's been through this, but if you made an embarrassing mistake in the email you've just sent off, you've got a full 10 seconds to hit the undo send button. Just in time. Bonus tip: in the composing settings, you can increase the send delay to up to half a minute. Staying in the settings, under Rules, we can let Apple Mail automatically color code incoming emails that meet any of the conditions you select. You might have noticed before that Apple cheekily highlights its own emails to you by default, so you can change that here. Oh, and this is actually the place where you can set any rules, like automatic replies to certain senders, automatic forwards, or a custom notification sound for certain emails. There's really a lot to explore here. Speaking of which, the search bar is smarter than you might think. You can search quite naturally, so just for example, look for emails from only last weekend, for certain attachment names, or for emails from specific senders at certain dates. Well, I've got a few there I still need to reply to, which is easier than ever because I just let ChatGPT get them done for me and casually reply to those emails in just a few seconds. Whoa! Wait a sec. I know what you're thinking. How did he get ChatGPT to type natively in his Mail app on his Mac? Well, you will find out if you watch this video next. Alright, I will see you there. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day.